Yeah.
Ain't that something? Sometimes you wonder. And she ain't paid one penny back in those one days.
Well, she had one boyfriend. He left already.
Oh, she had a bunch of them.
No, then now she's on to the second one.
No, my son was his first girlfriend when he married her.
Well, the first one was smart. He got out of there fast.
Well, my son hated it.
You know this old man?
You know, you see him without glasses?
Yeah. He got contacts now?
No, he had surgery.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, he had
Did you have glasses at one time? Oh, yeah, I knew he had glasses.
Yeah, he had surgery on Thursday.
It's like Carl walks in, I don't recognize him.
He had surgery on Thursday. He put a cataract implant in.
Oh, yeah? Well, my name's Bad yet, so that didn't bother him. Does it make it pain next to see at night when you drive?
Oh, he doesn't drive at all at night. I do the driving. And he can't drive at all at night. So now he's probably all.
I noticed, because now I notice in black on black, I have to distinguish because I have a good later when I work out.
Not at all.
Well, howdy, 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 and welcome back once again to the Withlacoochee River Report. The report where you'll be highly offended by my compelling rhetoric. Well, we had another sale at Dana's yesterday. By the time you hear this, or see this video, it might be a few days, as the process of turning this video into a downloadable file or an uploadable file is a little more involved than just plugging this camera into the computer. Had a lot of fun yesterday. We got our tax refund back, so you know I spent money yesterday. Money I really probably should have done other things with, but hey, I'm helping the economy. Like with this CNEI caboose, I decided since I've got CNEI diesels, I might as well go ahead and have another matching caboose. And it's a pretty nice looking one at that. That's an Athearn. I got it brand new at Dana's. I know. I swore up and down. I swear up and down I like to buy the older American-made stuff, but you know, it's nice to get something new for a change. And then, of course, there's my F3s. Japanese-made. The first one is, I think, and then the other one is Chinese-made because it's the dummy that's facing backwards is the Bowser model. Nice to actually see this railroad run, at least the main line run, like it should. I'm beginning to get to the point where I feel like coming back out here more and more. I guess I'm getting over my doldrums a little bit, which I should be. I also have this here CNEI caboose, which I picked up at the last train sale. It's a pretty nice one. That one looks to be an old model die casting that's been, you know, of course, is a much newer version of an old model die casting wood caboose. I also picked up this little Mantua Pacific. I got it at a good price. I could brag, but I'm not going to. I've got a little bragging I'll do here in just a few minutes. Oh, just in time for the train to go by. Yes. I've got to get so much work done on this layout, and of course to make the layout actually viable again, because I mean she's sitting here in pretty sad shape in my book. it's gotten a little dirtier in here. You know, yeah, I wish I had a better temperature-controlled environment to have my railroad in. But as things stand right now, I just don't have it. I may end up, I don't know, the wife's pretty much into N-scale. I may go ahead and end up working out a deal where not only will I build the N-scale layout inside the house, but I may just totally rebuild me a shelf layout inside the house as well. Maybe set it up with removable bridges by doors and windows so I can, you know, basically run it inside. And I don't have to come out here. This area can be used for, you know, being a shop. You know, maybe wall modules that can be mounted to the walls or something. I haven't even begun to plan her layout yet. Okay, it's time for the vlog here. Maintenance. Yeah, I know, this railroad needs to have a lot of things done to it to bring it back up to the shape it was just a few years ago. Like I said, I've had some setbacks and things like that. You know, these things are going to happen. They could happen to anybody. Not only that, my railroad's in a building that, you know, while it's protected from a lot of the elements, there's no heating and air conditioning out here. So it tends to, you know, I'm sure things are getting damaged without me being able to notice that they're being damaged right off the bat. So as I was saying a while ago, I was thinking, you know, there's a way I could move my trains into the house. However, the house is so loaded with crap right now, you know, I haven't even begun to even consider, oh, what do you call it, planning my wife's model railroad. Yeah, my wife is into trains also. Whether she's actually into model trains or she's just doing that to appease me or trying to be more like me or whatever, I don't know. But I know that she does enjoy going to the shows, the sales and stuff. She gets a little miffed if we don't sell anything, but you know, she does enjoy going to the model train sales and stuff at Dana's. She enjoys going to the other shows as well. So I guess maybe I've had some influence on her over the years, and she's decided, well, I want to get into this too. You know, hey, that's okay. That's all right. By all means, I'm all for that. However, maintenance on the model railroad, I mean, I've noticed that I need to do more to maintain my locomotives and rollers. You know, if you don't oil and grease the journals on the rolling stock, it's not gonna be so free rolling in a few years. You know, if you don't grease and oil the engines as needed, they're not going to be running very well in a few years either. I do have some now that are beginning to show their age too. It's amazing how quickly stuff can really go the way of the dinosaur if you let it. You know, maintenance is it's mandatory. It's just like with your automobile. If you don't change the oil and filter in your car, what happens? Well, like the mechanic who used to get on TV and he's wiping his hands off with the rag. He goes, well, you can pay me now or you can pay me later. You know, and now, of course, model trains are not a necessity like a car is. A car, pretty much, if you're going to get anywhere today, you've got to have wheels. You've got to be able to get someplace. But, so, you know, you've got to take care of your investment. Same way with your home. If you're going to continue to have that roof over your head, rather than having the place just literally fall apart, you've got to take care of your investment. Maintenance is key to keeping the model railroad running smoothly. Now, I grant you, I've spent months not coming out here. As I've said before, I've had my fair share of problems. Then when I come out here and I did up a Withlacoochee River, I filmed one up. I guess it was last week, or it was while I was still on vacation. So I go to see about because I have to transfer this tape over to DVD via my DVD recorder, which I've got hooked up to my TV, because it will not go directly into the computer. And the reason it won't go directly into the computer is because the software just really isn't compatible with Windows 7. In other words, the operating system world has moved forward, whereas this software did not. And of course, you know, running a mini DV camera is just almost nil anymore. One of these days I'll be able to afford a much newer camera. In fact, I do have a much newer camera or camcorder, but I can't, you know, I can't adjust the screen or flip the screen or anything like that, so I can see what I'm doing when I'm looking into the camera. I still like using this one. It's got the remote with it and everything else. This is a good camera, and I'll use it until my mini DV tapes no longer work. But until such a time, this camera's going to have to, that I have to replace it. This camcorder is going to do the trick. It's going to do the work. I finally was able this last week to replace my DVD recorder, and that's why I was able to finally get that episode of the Withlacoochee River Report up on YouTube. This one should be a little bit easier. So, just to update you, yes, I am intending to keep on working on the railroad. I'll probably, I've got to do a nice cleanup operation as time permits. Again, that's another situation. It's got to be as time permits. At work, they're remodeling the club, and of course, naturally, that's going to translate possibly into hopefully some overtime that I actually get paid for, rather than, you know, actually working overtime hours I'll have to cut later in the week, more often than not. So, you know, maybe things will work out a little bit here. But like I said, there's a few things I've got to do to the railroad to get it back into shape. Once it's back into shape, then I got to decide whether I want to keep this railroad, tear it down and start again, or whatever. Yeah, I know. Decisions. But until next time, happy railroading.